What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Takumo, aka Leo. Man, it is good to be back. I'm back with another story time, just because it did pretty good the last time, so here we are. This story takes place back in high school. Yep, I haven't told a story like this in a while. So, back in high school, my school was right next to a park. And we used to always go to that park just to smoke. We would smoke anything, carts, vape, anything you can get your hands on. This particular day, one of my buddies comes up to me and he's like, "Hey man, you want to smoke some weed?" I told him, "Fuck it, let's go smoke some weed." Cursed in the first few seconds, but that's okay. And I tell him, "Yeah, let's go smoke some weed," right? So we pull up to this bench and he's there packing it in a bowl, and he's packing it real good, right? And then he goes, "Yeah man, just don't rip it too hard. I don't want you to trip out, right?" So I tell him that's cool. And he passes it to me. He passes me the bowl and I take a hit and I'm there hitting it. And I start hitting it hard as fuck because I wanted to get high. And then he goes, "Yo, chill, chill." He starts saying that. And I'm like, "Why? Why do you want me to chill?" He takes the bowl straight out of my mouth. And he goes, "Yo, it's cheesecake, bro. It's spice." I'm like, "No way. Not like this. Nah." So it hits practically immediately. I get up off the bench. And as I'm getting up the bench literally just zooms out into the ground, and I'm feeling like I'm floating at this point. I start walking down the road, or not the road, but the sidewalk to my high school. And as I'm walking down the sidewalk, the freaking sidewalk is getting longer and longer. And I swear I am walking for miles. So I finally get to school, right? And first period is about to start. As first period is starting, I'm waiting outside the class and I'm tripping out and I'm just looking at my phone. And I'm kind of like, damn, I can't believe I'm this fucking high right now. And I start tripping out even harder because I'm like, yo, the teacher's gonna see me. I started getting these crazy thoughts like, damn, all these people all around me know that I'm high as fuck right now. So first period starts, and as first period is starting, I'm there chilling on my desk. And at this point I had two phones. One was just to like watch YouTube and whatnot, and then the other one was like to do everything else. So I was there chilling on my phone watching YouTube, and as I'm watching YouTube I'm like, fuck it dude, I'm gonna have to skip this class. So I raised my hand and I asked the teacher if I can go to the counselor's office, and she's like, yeah sure, that's cool. So that was always my tactic. Go to the counselor's office. They ain't gonna ask you why. They're just gonna let you go and you're gonna be there the whole period. So I'll just go to the counselor's office, quote unquote. And I just started walking around the halls, and I get into the restroom and I lock myself in one of the stalls, and I'm there chilling, right? And I'm looking at my phone, and like I have no idea what the fuck is going on my phone. There's just like a video playing, but I can't even understand what the guy is saying on the video. My other phone starts going off, and one of my buddies is texting me and he's like, "Yo, where you at? I'm here in class. They're looking for you, bro, because you showed up to first period." So if most high schools, I don't think they do this, but my high school did. If you showed up for first period, usually they'll count you as there, and they expect you to go for the rest of the class day. And I was trying to get to second period, but I didn't realize that it was already time for second period. So I started walking down the halls, and I am fucking lost. It was like I've never seen this place before in my life. And at this point I had been going to this high school for a little bit over a year now, and I'm super lost. I have no idea where I'm at. I'm trying to find my class. I finally get to the class and I just sit down next to my buddy. I'm like, yo, I am fucking gone, bro. And the teacher, she asked me something. And I have no idea what I said, but I'm pretty sure I said something along the lines like, yeah. Because she had to ask me if I was okay, or I'm not exactly sure what she asked me. But I just tell her, yeah. And she's like, okay, continues with class. And it was a computer class. She continued with class. She was like, I'm watching everybody's screen. I was looking at my computer on the screen. There was nothing on the screen. It was just blank. And I swear to God, I would look around to everybody else's computer, and it was all the same. Everybody's computer was all the same. It was all fucking blank. Then the next period, I had ROTC, and this day it was a PT day, so we had to go and work out. This was the day that I quit ROTC, by the way, because that shit was so whack. I get to class, to my ROTC class, and as I'm there in class, they're like, okay, today we got to do 50 push-ups. It doesn't matter if you got to take the whole class period, you got to do 50 push-ups. I'm not that high anymore at this point, but I'm still feeling it. I'm still like groggy as fuck, and it feels super weird. So I'm there doing the push-ups. I swear to God, I did like 40 push-ups, and the sergeant, he goes, you haven't even done 20. I don't know where you get these 40 from. I'm like, no way, dude. Like, I was tripping out that bad that I thought I had done 40 push-ups, but it was like less than 20 probably. So whatever, I did the push-ups and I get up and I'm like, yo, I need to talk to my homie that gave me the fucking drugs, bro. because this is so fucked. I started looking for him and I couldn't find him. I started texting him. Next thing I know, I'm going to the front of the school where the front office is, and they're taking homeboy out in handcuffs. And I'm like, yo, and he looks at me and he just says no. Like, he nods no. And I'm like, no fucking chance. I can't even complain to him because he fucking gave me some spice. And so I start tripping out even more because I'm like, damn, they're gonna know he snitched on me. Guaranteed he snitched on me. There's no way he didn't. And I just went to my next period and then nothing happened. We're just chilling. No teacher asked me no questions. Ain't nobody come pick me up. Nothing. I mean, that's the end of the story. That's my story of how it felt when I smoked spice. I don't remember too much of it, I guess because it was just so long ago at this point. But honestly, it was a horrible, horrible feeling. All right, guys, so this is going to be the second story. I wanted to make 2 videos out of this, but I realized that the video is kind of short and I really just want to tell the story because it's super, super short anyways. So this particular day in class, it was probably like 6th period, and I remember it was physics. Well, we were there in physics, and one of my friends, I'm just going to call him JR for now because I don't want to dox homeboy. I'm pretty sure he's still doing the same thing. JR, he tells me, yo, bro, you want a tab? And I tell him, nah, not really. He goes, yo, there's this guy that is selling for 15. I was like, fuck it, really? I had a 20, bro, so I wanted to get a tab now. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna have a lit weekend. So I buy the tab off of this guy that my homie JR tells me. And he goes, yeah, man, like, the tab is 99%. Like, you know, usually people hype that shit up and they're like, yeah, it's 99%, whatever. It's gonna be good as fuck. So he gives me the tab and we're still in class. As he gives me the tab, the teacher sees that and I fucking put it in my mouth and he's like, what do you have? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. He tells me, what do you have? Show me what you have. And it's already in my mouth. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna get high as fuck. I'm like, I don't have shit. And he's like, open your mouth, bro. I swallowed it. I was like, fuck it. I swallowed the fucking tab. So I took the tab and I showed him my mouth and everything. He was like, okay, y'all better not be doing shit in my room, whatever. So I was there chilling in his class and my buddy JR was sitting in front of me. The guy that sold me the tab was sitting to my left. And I looked to the guy that is like the one that sold me the tab. And I looked to him and he nods and he's like, bro, you fucked up bad. And I tell him, I know I fucked up bad. And my buddy JR in the front, I tap him. And as I tap him, I swear his shirt felt like rubber. Like I kind of tapped the back of his, his back. And his shirt felt like rubber. And I was like, oh shit. And he turns back. And as he turns back, I just see his eyes wide as fuck. I'm like, yo, you good? He's like, bro, I took the tab too. I thought he was talking to me. I'm like, oh shit. So we started tripping out. And this was at the end of the period at this point. And we started tripping out super bad to the point where he gets up and he's like, I gotta go to the restroom. He just tells that to the teacher. And he grabs his shit and he leaves. I'm just chilling like, damn, that's gonna be me next. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. I can't go to the restroom because they only let one person go to the restroom at a time. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking, but they only let one person at a time go to the restroom. So I was just chilling in class and I was like, yo, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. As like the bell rings, I get up and I grab my bag. I swear my bag felt like it was weightless. I just threw it on my back and it felt like I wasn't holding on to anything. I was walking to my next period and then one of my buddies, he stops me and he's like, yo, bro, what you doing? He starts making conversation with me. I'm like, yo, I want to talk to you, man. But I swear to God, your face is melting off right now. And he goes, what are you talking about? I tell him, I just took a tab and I feel so fucked. He's like, yo, you just took a tab? And he started like hyping me up. And then he told somebody else. And then that somebody else told somebody else that was in my class of the next period. As I walk in, that guy that he told, he started fucking with me. And he was doing like this weird like poking motion in my stomach. And he'll go every time he would poke me. And I swear to God, he was like shocking me. Like, that's how high I was off of this tab. He was shocking me every time he would do it. He would go, and I would feel the actual shock, even though it wasn't real, right? I'm pretty sure, like, I was just tripping out super bad. But he would do the zapping noise, and I would like, oh shit. Anyways, that was like the last thing that happened in class. Now it was time for me to go home. I was going in the bus, and as we were driving through, like, all the palm trees where I'm from, all the palm trees looked like they were tilting over. And like they looked like it was a really, really heavy windstorm. But it probably wasn't that. It was mostly like the motion blur going off from the bus. And we ended up getting to my stop. Once we get to my stop, I hop off the bus and I start walking home. I had no idea where I was. and I would take this route every single day. If it wasn't for one of my friends that like live close to me, I probably wouldn't have made it home that day. We're talking about music and stuff, you know, if you guys know, I make music, you know, no shame link down in the bottom. And we were talking about music and stuff, and at this point I hadn't made anything, but we were talking about it, how we wanted to make some music. And I finally get home, and as I'm getting home, my mom starts talking to me, and she's like telling me, oh, how was school or whatever. I'm like, good. And she's cooking, right? I'm like, yeah, good. And then she's like, oh, are you hungry? I tell her, nah, I'm not hungry. I rush to my room. I sit down at my desk, and as I'm sitting on my desk, I tell my brother, yo, I'm fucking high. I took a tab, and he starts laughing at me. And he's like, what the fuck do you mean? And he's like, are you okay? And I tell him, yeah, I'm fine, but dude, I feel so weird. I ended up staying up all night, and I was just kind of like emotionally damaged, I guess. I was just playing video games, and I would like randomly cry. It was so weird. I would like randomly cry, and I'll just sit there playing video games. And I remember I was playing Minecraft, and while I was playing Minecraft, I was trying to put down a block, and I couldn't put down a block, and I got mad as fuck because I couldn't put it down. But it's because I wasn't hitting the trigger. I was playing on 360, so I wasn't hitting the trigger. I was trying to press it with X, and like my character would just jump, and I would be like, bro, why does he want to put down a fucking block? I was just so gone that I didn't even know what I was playing. And I remember I got upset at the game that I turned off the console, and I tried going to sleep. Yeah, you ain't going to sleep off no tab. And after that, I don't know what happened. I just had kind of a uneventful night. I was just kind of tripping out on my own in the dark. And then I wake up the next day. It was like 5 p.m. I guess like my body was just so tired of the trip. But there's 2 stories in one, boys. If you guys did like, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.